Welcome back. As usual, tends to be the theme lately. We are working on this Bronco again. This is going to be a really cool upgrade. And I promise you, we're going to run out of Bronco videos very, very soon here. We've got only just a few more left. This one I'm actually kind of excited about. So some of the other stuff, tires, wheels, suspension, we've done some of those videos before. This one's kind of cool, and this is a first for us, is we get to install RCV axles on this Bronco. And I'm kind of excited about that for a couple reasons. One, we've never installed these yet, so I'm really excited to put those on. Two, RCV just makes absolutely amazing products. It's almost like a work of art. We run them in a lot of our Jeeps. We've got them in like Bob's Jeep, and I had them in my stock axles when they were all built up before I went to the Fusion axles. I know a lot of people run the RCVs. We sell a lot of RCV. Rarely ever do we see a failure. Just like super, super rare. As far as axle shafts are concerned, they're the best you're gonna get. So let's unbox this. I've yet to see one of these personally, and let's get one installed. Uh-oh, my favorite part. Got a sticker. I don't think we're gonna give that to Armor Light. We're gonna keep that one. Uh-oh, another one. I guess we'll give them one. They can have one. All right, let's get some wrapping off this. Let's see what we got here. So RCV makes a lot of shafts for different applications. They got all your solid axle stuff covered, like 60s, all that kind of stuff, 44s, Dana 30s, you name it, all the new JL platforms. They also do a lot of side-by-side shafts. So they're not new to the CV axle style shafts here. And they brought all their technology with them when they started building them. 300M product. The material they use is just unbelievable, and their warranty is just stellar. So typical RCV, orange boot, doesn't surprise anybody there. The machining and quality just looks unbelievable. I actually really can't wait to compare this side by side with a stock shaft, and then to see how simple they should install. And strength is not even in the same realm as far as a stock shaft. Stock shaft will fail before this thing will even flinch. Strength wise, these things are just unbelievable. So if you're actually going to be using your vehicle, you really should probably consider these. I don't think you're going to see a lot of stock shaft failures unless you're really pushing it at extreme angles, and if you've got a lot of suspension travel. If you've got a lot of suspension travel and you're maybe maxing out that CV angle, then you're going to start seeing some failures. If you run a 37-inch tire and you're actually going to be in the rocks and binding up tires and stuff, you might start seeing some failures. So if you want to make sure it's as bulletproof as you can for the design that we have, this is going to be a great option. So let's compare this to a stock shaft, and then we're going to show you how to swap mount. So here we see some of the differences. These ends are powder coated for longevity so that they don't get all rusty looking like this. These are built out of 300M material. They come with a lifetime warranty up to a 40-inch tire. This end's powder coated as well. This is a standard replacement shaft, meaning this does not necessarily have much more angle available than what this shaft does. It's just tremendously stronger. They do have long travel options available if you are running a long travel suspension. That's definitely something you're going to want to contact them about if you're running a long travel high angle suspension. They claim that this is as strong as a solid axle swap. Not sure how to verify that, but that's their claim. Okay, I don't care how you go about it, but you got to disassemble this whole corner. As you saw from the other video, we got the Icon tie rod. We're going to take the nut off, pop that out of the way. You don't have to take it off the vehicle, just swing it out of the way. Take off your upper control arm. Be careful when you take this loose. This is going to want to spring on you. Throw a jack stand underneath it or something, or at least just be aware of what you're doing. Then we're going to get all the strut loose and out of the way. Show you a couple clips of how that plays out. Now that we got the knuckle removed, we got it hanging by a strap here. You do not want to leave it hanging off the brake line or the ABS line. You will easily damage those. So when you remove it, make sure you've got maybe another set of hands or somebody to help you to get it up out of the way. The other option is to take the brakes off, hang those by a strap, and then you can just take the whole knuckle off and set on the floor. But we try to do it as efficiently as possible because it's what we're doing for a living. But if you were in your driveway or something, maybe you'd consider taking it all apart. Now that we got that dealt with, we got to get this shaft out of here. You're going to come behind here with a pry bar, and you're just going to gently rock it. It'll pop loose, and then you're going to walk it out of the vehicle. Once the old shaft is out, before you put the new one in, lube all this all up so you're not putting dry metal in on that. You want this to get just a little thin coat of lubrication to go in there. So here we got the knuckle back on. Nothing's tight yet. We still got to do a few other things before we wrap up this RCV installation. I don't know if you can tell by the excitement on my face, but I love that RCV. That was a super cool install. Just the quality of the craftsmanship that goes into their parts is just amazing. We really do love their product. You know, I don't always say that stuff because it's business. It's not business for me. It's about what I love. This is a passion of mine. It's just a killer product that is expensive, but I think you're getting what you're paying for. So then there's value in that. So if you think you're gonna wheel your Bronco hard, you think you're gonna beat on it pretty good, you're gonna do a bunch of rock crawling, maybe bind up some tires in the rocks and stuff, that's a great upgrade. And like I said, if you got some crazy long travel suspension and stuff, this suspension's not over the top crazy, but if you do have a crazy suspension, they do offer long travel options as well. Definitely connect with them. They can help you get set up with what you need. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next week with a whole bunch more Bronco content.